Where are we?
I had to shut the door. All right. I'm like,
Where
I
are
should
we?
probably shut the door so the house doesn't have to be dead silent the whole time we're recording. All right. Got the page up. All right. Okay. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So, we didn't decide order. Who wants to go in?
I'll go last.
The
Okay.
usual.
And then I'll go first. Zach can be in the middle. On this episode of the Culture Smash Cast, we're finally back.
We've seen too many movies. It's not even funny.
And Halloween is for sinners.
It's the Culture Smash Cast, episode 680 for October the 22nd, 2025. I'm Stephen Lackey, editor of the Culture Smash Cast. Nico?
Nicholas Qualls, contributor to the Culture Smash cast.
Zach?
Zach Martin. I see stuff and remember pointless things.
That's true. You are
Yes.
the king of remembering pointless nonsense. That is...
It's a blessing and a curse.
And the worst part of it is you look at everybody else like they're stupid when they don't remember this same level of stuff. That is a real thing.
It's a blessing and a curse.
It is. All right, so we have a lot to catch up on because it's been so long. So let me get through these real quick. Join us every Wednesday night live on YouTube
Most
and
Wednesdays.
Twitch. Most Wednesdays, yeah. Starting at or around 7 p.m. CDT. Not too far off tonight. We were pretty good. Follow us on your platform of choice and get involved in the show. We do read comments and answer questions throughout the stream. So if you join us live, then you can be part of things. And who wouldn't want to be part of things? I mean, really. Special thanks to Skinny Mixes for supporting the Culture Smash cast. Skinny Mixes are coffee, cocktail, and dessert syrups that are 0 sugar, 0 calorie, and 0 to 2 carbs. Head on over to skinnymixes.com and try some of their drink and dessert syrups, such as white chocolate, salted dark chocolate, and salted caramel. They also feature a variety of cocktail mixes and water infusions. Spice up your coffee or cocktail with less sugar, calories, and carbs. Use promo code CULTURESMASH for a 15% discount on your order. They got all the Halloween vibes now and the fall flavors. So if you're into apple, you're into pumpkin, they got all that going on.
Hell yeah.
So I almost feel like normally at this point in the show we would sort of catch up on what everybody's been doing, but I feel like there's so much of that to do. Maybe we should just get to that in the more meat of the show. What do you guys think?
Sure.
We have a good bit of things to talk about. I guess we could go ahead and discuss the one thing that we all did together, which is everybody convened here for the annual 12 Hours of Terror, which is always a really good time. The 12 Hours of Terror, we get together, we watch what works out to 7 straight horror movies across 12 hours from 10 o'clock at night till 10 o'clock in the morning, curated by me, mostly.
Allegedly.
Like I look at the chat for a second. It says test.
Test.
Yep.
Go.
It
Yep.
passed.
So interestingly, then just a couple of weeks later, Zach and I do the 12 hours, same event, 12 Hours of Terror at our local art house theater, which is where we got
Different
the
movies.
inspiration. Yeah, different movies, yeah. And it's interesting. It's always fun to compare my curation to the Belcourt's curation. And as we talk about my curation, you might complain about this movie or that, but you don't know nothing if you didn't go to the Belcourt one.
It was
It
not the
was
worst.
rough.
It was not
It
the
was
worst we've ever.
I argue second to worst. It's second to worst. It was really bad this year. It was really
It was not
bad.
good.
Yeah, their movies.
And that's I love the Belcourt, but I will still call out when it's like, was it great?
yeah,
Nope.
I agree. Same.
Will you
Same.
go
I
next
love the
year?
Belcourt also, but
Yes.
yeah, of course.
Like,
I'd just
yeah.
go back and because I'm a glutton for fucking punishment. But
Yeah.
Did you take the opportunity to catch some shut eye during any of the movies?
I didn't. I got through it just like
I-
always.
I played the fifth for about 5 seconds.
Zach got one epic snore in. It was really
Oh,
loud, but
it
it was just
was
one.
it was bullshit. There was barely anyone snoring. I heard like maybe one or two during the whole 12 hours of
And it was so quiet.
like
Randomly,
that.
it was
Just
quiet scene in the movie, and it was like, I was like,
I
and
literally
he's
went like that, and I immediately woke up because I heard it. You're asleep, but you heard it.
mm-hmm.
And I look
Yeah.
over, and Steven's looking at me, and Stephanie, our friend, is looking at me and giggling. I'm just like, "Fuck you!" Then the staff must have heard it because a little bit later they came out throwing candy, and I didn't give a shit because I'm like, I don't want any candy, I don't care. And whack! A piece of candy hits my head audibly, and I audibly go, "Oh!" like in the theater. And then these motherfuckers here can't stop laughing.
Oh my god, I almost killed myself.
That's what we were missing. We didn't throw enough
Yeah.
stuff at Zach.
That's
you need
true.
throw candy.
Yeah, because it wasn't even like gum or something. It was a bag of peanut M&Ms,
M&Ms,
right to the head.
Hardest like candy you could possibly get. It's funny as hell.
It was very funny.
But no, do we want to say what the movies were?
Sure, of their movies, I really only liked, like full on liked one of them, and then there's two others I felt were okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Their films were in order. Day of the Dead. They showed the new 4K DCP remaster.
Fantastic.
Taste of Fear, which is a 1961 Hammer film. It's fine. It was
It's
fine.
whatever.
It's a bad time slot.
It's also a thriller. It's not even a horror.
The Kindred, which is an 87 monster horror movie.
Which is fine.
The Reflecting Skin, which is a 1990 film that is dog shit.
Awful.
The Black Magic with Buddha, which
Awful.
was a newly found, like, they found the film. They thought it was lost. They 4K restored it, and it was the United States premiere of the film. We were the first audience to see this fucking thing. It was awful. Then we follow that up with Death by Temptation, which is not good. I've seen it before, not good. And
I've only seen bits and pieces of it, and I hated what I saw, we stepped out.
And then we finished it with Intruder,
which has got one good kill, and it's
got one or two good kills in there, and then the rest of it is like we got to stretch to feature length, so every scene
barely makes it.
Yeah, like that scene. I keep saying this, but like that scene in Halloween where Laurie Strode goes into the other house and finds all her friends dead, and that's like within the span of like 45 seconds. Mm-hmm. What if it was 6 minutes long?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this just doesn't have enough material.
It was rough. Hey,
you know what genuinely the best part was? Pancake Pantry, dazed and confused after. that was
breakfast.
We decided to do that last year, and that was probably one of the best contributions I had made to society.
That is 100% accurate. Zach's like, we should do this after 12 hours, and that was wonderful.
Holy shit, it was delicious.
Even though we had to wait like 30, 40 minutes in the rain.
Don't care.
To get in there.
Don't care.
It was worth it.
So good.
So now let's compare that to the 12 hours that we had here.
Now,
that I curated.
To just say, you do not have the same limitations of budget. Basically,
well, it's not even budget.
Viewing.
Yeah. So I don't have to fight for licenses and see what's available and all that nonsense. But my also argument to that is there are thousands of movies they can pick from.
Oh yeah,
thousands.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So go ahead. You did that list. Go ahead. You can do the other one.
Well, I don't have it written down.
I've got it.
Yeah, somebody else.
All right.
We started off with some bullshit.
No, he didn't.
Okay, I don't have mine in viewing order, so I have mine in...
So we started with host.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We did start with host.
And there's a couple different hosts. Now there's a Japanese movie called Host. It's fantastic.
The Korean one?
This is the 2020 COVID movie. I actually think it's fun. And everybody else seemed to think it was fun except Zach.
I had seen it before. I was like, this movie's not good.
It was decent. After that, we had Three Extremes.
Three Extremes, yeah. Three Extremes is an anthology, and I have not seen it in probably 20 years. And we in our group, we try to do at least one or two sort of extreme cinema choices. So I added that one in there. We watched it. Now, to me, I think there are two. One of them is great, and one of them is good, and the other one I didn't love so much. That's
Yeah.
my feeling on
I
it.
think one thing to highlight about it's an Asian anthology series,
Mm-hmm.
three different cultures. So you have a like a Hong Kong Chinese film, a Japanese film, and a Korean film,
Yeah.
or like flip some. But yeah, it's like that is fascinating. But yeah, I like, and they're pretty much right in the order that you said them too in terms of quality. I completely agree.
Yeah.
After that, we did Trouble Every Day.
That is an acquired taste. I
Oh
knew.
boy.
I knew it was going to be divisive, but I also knew that we had almost done the entire run of New French Extremism, and that's one we hadn't done, so we watched it.
Look, when the
Yeah.
movie comes alive, the movie comes alive. Getting to that point's the hard part.
It took a while, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Next one was Serial Mom.
Hell yeah,
Which
Serial
I
Mom.
fucking love that movie. Yeah, Serial Mom's great.
Funny.
John Waters' best film.
Hilarious. Then My Bloody Valentine, the 3D version.
No,
I
it
think
was a 2D
we're
version.
we're a little out of order also because the next one.
Oh yeah, I jumped to Oddity. Yeah, so
Oddity,
was
yeah.
next.
Oddity, a film so boring he even
Yeah.
forgot to put it on the list.
Oddity
I
is
just,
not
I just
boring.
get the order out of order. But
Yeah, it just flipped. Actually, because Serial Mom was 4, Oddity was 3.
I still just did not like Oddity.
I thought it was fine.
I will be that one person being like, this movie sucks.
It
But then after Oddity was My Bloody Valentine, the 3D version, which was fun because we had seen 2 years ago the original My Bloody Valentine. And then the last one was The Loved Ones.
Hell yeah.
which
Best
went out on a
movie coming
banger.
through.
That was
Yeah.
a banger. That was a great movie.
Yeah, once I got that movie, I was really excited because I knew that was going to be our closer. Because I like to try to end on a banger. It's so good. I'm glad you guys liked it.
You
Now-
don't want to end on something like Intruder?
Something very mediocre at the very best.
Something
No.
bland as fuck.
No, I don't. Yeah. So I think the biggest complaint was I had a block of slower movies, which I knew going in that I did, but that's just how it was going to be.
And
But-
honestly, I didn't think it was that slow. Like your block of slower movies, one was an anthology, so it was like 3
Yeah.
slower movies, but they're all short. And then you get to Trouble Every Day, and then after that, it kind of picks back up. It's not as slow after that point.
Yeah.
Which for your 12 hours, that's kind of on par. I mean, it felt very good. I did not sleep through any of the movies. There were like a couple of moments where I started to kind of doze off, especially in the last anthology movie of Three Extremes, because it's very dreamlike, so it's easy to drift into dreams at that point. But
For sure.
I loved it. It was a great experience, fun time. So yeah.
And then like I said, I almost wish all of you guys could have gone with Zach and I to the Belcourt one, because then you'd be like, yeah, I'm thankful for Steven's list because it was rough.
Your
I
couch
mean-
is better than the Belcourt seats. So
It's not.
Yeah,
It wasn't
true.
even that. It was just, you're kind of hoping, okay, well, this one's not that good. Well, maybe the next one will, and then it's like, it's not going to be.
Then you start to realize, oh shit, we're 4 movies in, and I'm still saying this.
Yeah, we've been saying this 3 times, and by that point we had sat through the Reflecting Skin, and fuck that movie. It's
it's really bad.
That's the edgy movie of the night, and it's about as edgy as a dull fucking spoon. Like, it's not. Like, I hated it, but I hated it for the characters and plot. It wasn't
Agree.
violence, or I was repulsed by anything. I was like, fuck that fucking twerp. Fuck that kid. Fuck Steven.
David, you got something
on his
personally on your
mic. Fuck, like,
You had something. Okay, you had something covering your camera.
fuck that kid.
Yeah.
Fuck that person in the movie. Fuck that. Fuck this filmmaker. Fuck this writer. Fuck the editor. Fuck everybody associated. Fuck Viggo Mortensen for like
Mortensen.
Thank God he went on to do Aragorn and shit. But like, no, fuck this movie. I fucking hated it, dude. Oh,
Yeah,
it was
it's
the low
bad.
point of the night.
It's bad. Yeah, I agree. Is it the worst? Yeah, maybe.
Yes,
Maybe it was really bad. I
Death
agree.
by Temptation at worst case is boring. Black Magic Buddha is incompetent and boring, but
Yeah,
Reflecting Skin pisses me off because it is so just like it's boring. Nothing's happening. I hate the characters. Like, ugh, it's everything. It's like it's not only just boring. I hate the
yeah.
plot, and
You
this is
spend an
intentional.
entire, you spend at least an hour of that movie just waiting for something
Waiting
to
for
happen.
shit to happen, and nothing fucking happened.
Nothing ever does. Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh,
So
hey,
we did those. Yep.
do we want like conclusion of the story? No, fuck you.
Yeah, it's not
Ugh.
necessary. What's funny though is after the 12 hours of terror that we had here, everybody goes to sleep, and then some of us got back up and went and saw Scream in the theater.
Oh yeah, that was great. I was totally
Yeah,
zoned out.
yeah, it was a very fun way to watch that movie though. Um, it's a classic. It was fun to see it in the theater. Looked great.
uh,
Uh,
did it look
well,
great? It
I
didn't
just mean the
sound
movie.
great.
No, it didn't sound great because the theater was having problems.
What if
Um,
all the dialogue was in the right speaker?
Oh, outside of that, speaking of that, segueing, so Regal has been doing this month of horror movies
They
celebrating
should
the
keep this
holiday.
going. Keep it going.
Yeah. Um, I went and saw From Dusk Till Dawn in theater,
I
and
should have
let me
gone.
let me tell you, Chef's Kiss. That Selma Hayek scene on the big screen. Also, there's a scene in that movie where all the vampire bats are like pecking, like punching, trying to punch through this building. I need that in Atmos so bad because even in 5.1 in that theater, it sounded great. We need that 4K also. Just
Yeah,
saying.
if we can get that 4K, can I get an upgrade to Atmos, please?
Exactly. So that was really fun to see. And we were going to go see a couple of other movies. We were going to see
Creep
Creep
Show,
Show,
Prince of
yep,
Darkness.
and Prince of Darkness, but that fell apart leading into what else we did. But I feel like I should save that as that is impacted by our box office top 10. So let's get into it. Number 10 is Soul on Fire. It made $1.3 million. It's made 5.5 overall so far. It sounds like an Angel Studios
This
thing. I
is a
don't really know.
Christmas is from the director of Soul Surfer. Yeah, so this is a
It
Christian
is,
propaganda
yeah,
movie.
exactly. Number 9 is After the Hunt. It made 1.5 million. It's made 1.7 so far. It's supposedly pretty divisive. People
Yeah, you
like
either
it or
really like it
don't
or
like it.
hate
Yeah,
it.
I'm curious. I gotta see it. Number 8 is The Conjuring: Last Rites. I can't believe this movie's still in the top 10 or even still in the theater, to be honest.
It's
But
the
hey,
season, so
tis the season. Yeah, it made 1.6 million. It's made 175 million so far. Sadly, I didn't really like it, and I liked the first one and the second one, so that's disappointing. Number 7 is Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie. It made 1.7 million. It's made 30 million so far.
Who bid for this movie? They were dumbass if they bid for this movie in our film ball. What a fucking
I
moron!
I ended up with it in one of my other games, but not in our game. Um, I don't remember who got it in our game.
God,
We have to. We have
I
to
I
did.
can look it up
I
later.
got it.
oh, you're the
Oh.
moron. Oh, okay. Number 6, an opening new is Truth and Treason. That one made 2.6 million over the weekend.
So
Don't know
that
anything
is
about
an
that.
Angel movie. That's the
Is it?
Angel Studio. The other one was not. The other one's Affirm Films. That's how you know it's spiritually based because you got to affirm
That's true.
your
True.
your your religion.
Number 5 is Roof Man. It made 3.7 million. It's made 15.5 so far. I want to see this movie. I don't know something about it. I just want to see it. I'm curious. Number 4 is One Battle After Another. It made 3.8 million. It's made 61.7 million so far, and that's a damn shame. This
That
movie
is
should be
bullshit. You should all be blamed for this.
well over 300 million right now.
Yes, if there was a just world, this would be at 300 million, but we can't have that. This movie's amazing.
This is a 5 out of 5 film.
Yes, yeah, it's
No-
5.
And I waffle back and forth between 4.5 and 5 because it is a long movie, but it's just so damn good. It's funny to see Paul Thomas Anderson have such a long career and have a lot of bangers in his career, but then he just comes out with something that's evolutionary for him as a creator
Dude,
still.
the climax of this movie is still in my head. The
Yeah.
visual language of what was going on
Mm-hmm.
is still like that is one of those like we're breaking new ground here, boys, with this one.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know,
also, it's this may be his most of the moment type of film.
it
Also,
feels very timely. Yeah.
it's very of the moment. And what I think is interesting is it's a modern story, looking like a 1970s like kind of crime thriller.
Well,
It
it's
has that look
also
and vibe to it.
it's based on a book from the 70s
Yeah,
or set in the 70s. It's a Thomas Pynchon novel that was set during Nixon, but it feels so like if I didn't know that, I would believe like holy shit, he wrote this for now. It's
yeah.
basically what Eddington failed at, this succeeded at.
This succeeded at in
Yeah.
every possible way. Yeah, and of the modern movies utilizing VistaVision, this is clearly the best.
Damn, dude.
It's
Like,
the best. Like the Brutalist is, oh, we use VistaVision.
yeah,
No,
no,
you didn't
totally.
use Vista. You know, you didn't.
Yeah,
PTA just showed you how to use it right there, and it's incredible. All right, so let's see. Number three, opening new was Good Fortune. It made 6 million on it, 6.1 million on its opening weekend. I saw this. It's the Keanu Reeves film where he's an angel trying to help Aziz Ansari and like fix his life. It is very sort of retro in a way in the type of comedy that it is. It feels a little bit like Albert Brooks, you know, kind of like Defending Your Life, that kind of vibe. It's not as good as that movie, not even close. But if you're just wanting something that's lighthearted, is actually funny, because it is very funny. Seth Rogen's funny in it. Keanu Reeves steals the movie, though. He's absolutely hilarious in the movie. I recommend. I think I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd, which means I liked it. I don't know that I will put it on my shelf, but I did really like it, and I recommend watching it. Because some
none
people
of
are going to like it a lot better than me.
none of the trailers did
Trailers
anything
aren't
for me.
the trailers aren't great,
Okay,
but
yeah,
also the
none of the
trailers for
advertising didn't do anything. But yeah, one
yeah,
battle after another had like one of
the
the worst
same thing.
trailers of the year,
Yeah,
and I don't know what happened there.
yeah, it's just a bad trailer. But they clearly did not know how to market the movie, and that was the big thing. And then new over the weekend is the Black Phone 2. It opened
No,
at
you skipped
27.
one.
You skipped
Oh
blood. It's
shit, did
okay.
I?
You can skip that piece of
Oh, well,
shit.
yeah, I should
Yeah,
skip this one. Oh, Tron Ares is number 2. It made 11 million. It's made 54 million so far. Zach was so excited for this movie.
Man,
Zach was like he was pumped for it, and I'm like,
yeah, because
all right,
It's
go ahead,
Tron.
go
I
ahead.
like Tron, even though like Legacy like shoots its load too early. Like I don't know. I look back after this movie and I'm like, maybe I was too harsh on you, Legacy. Tron Ares is a fucking disaster of writing. Visually, it's fine. Directorially, it's flat. Jared Leto is I don't know. He's saying it's Tron in time all over the place, but like he's not bad at it. He's not like oh fuck, it's Jared Leto being terrible. It's so bland, but the real villains are the writers of this movie. Like even when you say like the core concept of this film of programs coming out of a computer into real life is fundamentally flawed. Let's just take that aside and put that down here for a minute. The writers literally did not watch the previous films. They didn't. Because if they did, then the continuity they have set up in this third film is incongruent to the franchise as a whole.
So not only is it just probably ignoring Legacy, which I assumed from like
it doesn't
everything.
ignore it. It basically at the very beginning it says Sam Flynn mysteriously decided to step down from the company, hasn't been seen since, and that's it. That's it. There is a little reference later to Legacy in terms of a location, but it is not. You know, I mean, fuck it. I mean, there's a location where they go back to the arcade for like 2 seconds, and then at the very end, it sets up like if Tron 4 ever happens, which is not going to, but if Tron 4 ever happens, they're implying that they would go back to Sam.
I mean, I didn't think Tron 3 was going to happen, so I'm not going to rule out Tron 4 happening.
Well,
Because for
okay,
some
so
reason, Disney keeps trying to take bites of the Tron apple, and the Tron apple is not a fruitful apple.
Well, the problem is that you have these writers that just don't care, and they're
well,
it's
I didn't
bad.
understand. I didn't understand the excitement that you had from the beginning because the trailer said, "Oh, AI robots, AI soldiers." I'm like,
Yeah, but
this has
Tron.
been it's been done 1,000 times. It's
Yeah,
been
but
1,000 times.
cool visuals, a banging soundtrack, some interesting like philosophy concepts. We can have some cool shit going on. This movie
You
goes
didn't
like
get it. You didn't get any of that.
this movie literally has action scenes that are fucking boring. Like they're going around downtown, not Toronto, downtown United States of America City, wherever the fuck that is,
Hmm.
and like they're at one point they're slicing a police car in half, and narratively it's like who
No one
cares?
cares.
No one cares because
Yeah.
there's no consequences. It just happens, and the movie goes, "Well, no," and then like because in the trailer it felt like this is a big moment. In the movie, it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Characters have magical Wi-Fi wherever they go. Devices that previously had to be hooked up to a power grid in order to function are now magically handheld. By the way, these devices people shouldn't even have them, and they magically have them now. Like it doesn't literally doesn't make sense. The timeline doesn't make sense because Cillian Murphy was the son of Dillinger from the first film, and now all of a sudden, uh, the grandson of Dillinger is the head of the CEO. By the way, these companies now are like dynasties. They stay within the family, which doesn't make sense because what's
Tron
what?
Legacy was just like 15 years ago.
Yes, it doesn't make sense because Cillian Murphy and what is it Peter? Who's the guy that plays the villain in this film? The CEO guy. Anyway, he's like the same age, or like 3 or 4 years off. So
Yeah.
I mean,
this doesn't make sense. Why did you
you
cast somebody like if somebody's 50 years old, we're gonna cast somebody 50 years old and say, "Oh, he's my son." It's like, no, no, no. I don't believe you.
Aside from all of that, though, this is a modern movie with AI at the center of its
God, it's so
story, and it has nothing to say one way or the other. It has no social commentary whatsoever. It has nothing to say. And that's
say what you will about
wild to
Legacy. At
me.
least it had it. Tron at least had it. Like as boring as Tron is, and it is a boring movie, but it's I enjoy it because it's kind of boring. But this is so, like Nine Inch Nails comes in to do the soundtrack, and don't get me wrong, it's a very nice music that they created. It doesn't fucking hold a candle to what Daft Punk was doing, and frankly, its
I
utilization in the film is
I
very
think
samey.
that's the big problem is the
Yeah,
how it's used.
I've listened to the soundtrack by itself, and I'm like, this is like way more interesting. But its use in the
Hmm.
film was so like it just became a wall of
that's
background noise.
that's really fascinating compared to Legacy because like the whole thing about
Oh
like
yeah.
Tron Legacy is can be boring at times, but it is really a Daft Punk music video. Like the
Yeah.
Yeah.
music is integral part of that film.
Well, but each theme in Legacy also is completely different than the one before, and it
Yeah,
evolves and
Not Zach
changes.
coming in on the good side of Legacy, an
I know,
actually
like
awful
God,
movie.
are
the soundtrack ain't awful.
frogs flying?
Yeah.
Soundtrack's
Oh, the
great.
soundtrack was 100% the best part outside of that Disney
Yeah.
logo.
Outside that 3D Disney logo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Disney logo was great.
Yeah. It was-
And to
and
be
the
honest,
3D Disney logo in this one's pretty good too. It's the
we
best
saw it
scene
in
in the movie.
IMAX 3D, and the 3D, like, dude, the first 5 minutes is like incredible 3D. I was like, man, maybe I've been wrong about 3D. Look how good this shit looks. Holy cow! And then it cuts to like live action footage, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I
Yeah.
guess it's not.
Nothing interesting happens
Not,
with the 3D.
not
The
everything can be My Bloody Valentine.
Well,
That's
no,
true.
I thought the depth was incredible. The separation of layers, it was so natural. I was like, wow, this is amazing. It was all CG
Hmm.
constructed. But then it cuts to like live action stuff that they had shot, and it just became flat. It was like, what's the
And
point?
you know what's interesting too is Nico, you had said you were surprised that this movie even got made, and I am too. And a lot, it turns out a lot of the reason this movie got made is one of the things that people hate the most about it is the fact that Jared Leto is in it. But when you start looking into it, he basically helped pay for it. He invested in it
He's
as
an
a
executive
producer.
He's a producer.
So it makes sense that he, made sure he was in the movie also. He basically just paid for that movie to get to do it, is what it feels like. And he's terrible in the movie. He's not good.
He's not good, but I wouldn't be like, I don't know. I mean, Greta Lee is in this movie and she's not good. And I know she's a good
Yeah,
actor.
yeah, yeah. She's very much wasted, and she's the main. Actually,
She's the
she's the
main fucking
main
character.
character. Yeah, Jared Leto's character is not main character.
No, he's
But
a side character.
yeah,
Basically,
yeah,
narratively, she's the main character. And I'm like, she's not even on the fucking poster in the trailers.
yeah.
I did not
Wild.
like Tron Ares. I did not like
It
it.
is. It is not a good movie. Yeah,
And
it's
number
not
one
good.
in the box office.
The yeah, the Black Phone 2 was number one over the weekend. $27 million opening. I saw the Black Phone 2.
How'd you see the
And
Black Phone too, Steven?
yeah, so let's get into that. So interesting. We were supposed to see Creepshow, and then a press contact got a hold of me and said, "Would you like to come to a press screening of the Black Phone 2?" And I said, "Why, yes, I would like that very much so." So we go. There's a whole thing for it. They're giving away T-shirts, all this stuff. Then we see the movie. And the movie, I'll preface my thoughts on the movie by saying the first movie I didn't hate, but I also didn't love it. It's a very solid, like, flatline 3 out of 5 for me. It's fine. I wish it was scarier. I wish there was more brutality. I just wish it would push boundaries a little bit more, kind of like how Joe Hill's actual writing does sometimes. It didn't. So it's whatever. It's baby's first horror movie. It's fine. This one ups the stakes, ups the violence, ups the gore. All that stuff is cranked up, which I really did appreciate. Ethan Hawke is actually in the movie. He's barely in the first one. He's actually full on in this movie. On the negative side, it does, as you can tell from the trailers, lean a little bit in too far into Freddy Krueger territory. We've seen this before, kind of thing, and that's unfortunate. But they do some other stuff with the main characters, the 2 main characters, that I think is very interesting. I'm not going to say; you'll just find that out when you watch it. So it's slightly better. I think I go 3.5 on it. I did like it. I had a good time with it. I'll probably, because I liked this one, I'll probably end up with both of them on the shelf. Honestly, that's probably what's going to happen. So I do, yeah. Or if they do a third, which they probably will, based off the success of this one, both critically and financially, it's doing well. So yeah, so we do that. Then we had, the reason we didn't stream last week is because Zach noticed that our art house theater was having an advanced screening of Bugonia. So we all like scored tickets for that. And Zach gets there way quicker than we do, right?
I got off work a little early, yeah.
Yeah, so he gets there way quicker than we do. And he's messaging me, "Oh, we got free t-shirts." And I said, "Oh yeah, we got those last night too." He's like, "You son of a bitch." But
I'm like, oh boy, we get this free thing with this one. Oh yeah, we got another one of those.
yeah, we got
Oh, it's cool.
last night.
Yeah, whatever cool
But
factor is gone.
it gets better. It gets better. So we see the movie, and the TLDR of it is Bugonia is fantastic.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is a
it's
top
great.
10 contender. It is incredible. The only reason Emma Stone doesn't get some sort of nomination this time is because she just won. That'll be the only reason, because
Yeah,
she's
but
fantastic.
She like rocks it though.
She does. She crushes this, so she might get nominated again. And yeah, I just don't want to talk too much about it, except that a lot of people don't know that this is a remake. It's a remake of a really great movie called Save the Green Planet, which I haven't seen in 20 years. So
Yeah, it's a Korean
I was
film
excited.
from 2001.
Yeah. Don't watch it. Watch this and then watch it if you haven't seen it already. It's so good.
I'm curious to hear people's thoughts on the ending because generally the consensus is it either makes or breaks the film. In my personal opinion, it makes the film.
I
I don't see how it would
loved
break it, but
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's
100%
just
agree.
me. I'm like,
I,
it makes the film.
So
I could tell that the screening you went to wasn't the one where you had to shave your heads because Zach
no,
still has his hair.
I would have
But you
done
would have
that.
been fine. Yeah.
I would have been fine. I would have just got a good touch up. That'd have
Yeah.
been great.
On a much
Um,
more somber note, though, we were in a theater that was getting a 35 millimeter print of it, and they
but
did not show it
we
on
didn't get to
35,
see
and
the
that
35.
sucks because it
So
is showing this week. It's like,
part of me wants to go see it a second time. I want to see it a second time anyway, so I'll probably go see it on 35 just because I need to see that. I need to see that. So one other thing happened. So we got an invite to a Begonia pop-up the next night, Thursday night. And they picked a really cool place here in Nashville that is relevant to the story of the film once you see it. And so we go, and again, we get free Begonia t-shirts. So I'm like, all right, I'll take another shirt, whatever. And they give us free flights of beer as part of the event. And, it's for influencers to take TikTok videos and stuff. And I posted some stuff on TikTok about it. But I'm having a conversation with the PR manager that's there. And she was complaining. She's like, I really don't have to take all these shirts back home with me. And I'm like, hear me out. I'm doing the 12 Hours of Terror the next night. You could give me a big pile of those shirts and I could just hand them out in line. So I text Zach a picture of this giant stack of shirts that she gave me to take.
some bullshit, man. Oh, hey,
So then
I got a bunch of the shirts, by the way. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't even want them, but like.
It's just the fact, I guess.
It's just
but it worked out great.
It's just another instance of you getting free shit. Not even shit that I wanted. It's just more free shit. And I'm just like.
Delicious.
Keep it up.
So, but I had an ulterior motive in mind because Zach and I did interviews with people for the documentary we were working on in line. So I was able to use those T-shirts as a bartering tool.
Talk to us for 2 minutes and get a T-shirt, please.
Get a T-shirt, yeah. And we managed to give them all the shirts out, which was pretty cool. So that's that. Opening this weekend, should you want to go to the theater, there's quite a bit of movies this weekend. I didn't even list the limited release movies, but this weekend you can see Springsteen Deliver Me from Nowhere. It's at 69% on Rotten Tomatoes currently. As we mentioned, Begonia, it's 87% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is low. Chainsaw Man is opening this weekend, Zach's most anticipated movie. No ratings for it yet.
It's all positive reviews. They just don't have enough for a score yet.
Yeah, and then Regretting You is opening at 15%. I forgot what this is about, actually. I think maybe a romantic comedy or something. So all that's opening, plus a bunch of limited stuff. So it's kind of a good weekend to go to the movies, to be honest.
Sorry, can't hear you over me going to Chainsaw Man. Fuck yeah.
Right.
Speaking of which, you sat down and watched it.
I have completed my run of Chainsaw Man. I did really like it. I'm excited for the movie. So we'll see. It's only one season. You can watch it over on Hulu if you want to.
Yep.
It's recommended. It is a very good anime that doesn't have a lot of the stuff that often annoys me about anime as far as TV compared to movies.
It doesn't have that anime bullshit. It's just, it's just
a good story done in anime. Yeah. All right. So, Nico, do you have film ball updates for us?
I do. Tina updated the list. Thank you, Tina.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Tina.
All right. So we got the 2 Discord. So just to recap for everyone, since it's been a month since we talked about this, we do a fantasy film ball where we bid 100 fake dollars to see what movies we could buy that's going to come with the biggest box office returns, domestic only, over 4 weeks. We have 3 games, the players here, as well as 2 Discord games. I'm going to hit the Discord games first. On the Discord game labeled Cord, with Adam pulling up the rear at $0, Steven at 32 million, JR at 101 million, Crystal is at 172 million, and Kevin is leading at $263 million. In the Discord game labeled Disc, we got Samantha at 3 million, Steven at 45, almost $46 million, Marcus at 98 million, and Frenchie at $421 million. That's a gap of over $300 million between 1 and 2. And then the players, our game, the contributing host game, Nathan is at the rear of $33 million. Not too far ahead. We got Tina at $43 million. Next up in the middle is me at $130 million. Then we got Zach at $140 million, so we're close.
All right.
But we're a good bit behind Steven, who is at $221 million.
I'm getting ready to kick that ass.
Enjoy it, because once Wicked comes out, we're toast.
Yeah, Wicked's probably
Yeah.
going to eat up a lot of that. Like Nathan's got Wicked, he's going to rock it from last place.
Nathan has Wicked and like 12 other movies.
Yeah, his movies are just coming in later.
Also, the thing is like Fantastic Four and Superman did not do as well as anticipated.
Well, that was
Well,
the
yeah, that's not this
previous
one.
game.
What's that?
That's not this game.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh shit, that's not this game.
Yeah.
Wait,
We're in October now.
You're right. Did Nathan get Wicked for $1? Is that what I remember?
Yes.
Yeah, he was one of the wild cards.
And
Yeah, 'cause we have
Crystal got Wicked for $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have that ROI is gonna be probably
The
game
greatest,
changing.
the greatest ever ROI.
Yeah. Yeah, so Nathan and Crystal both have the greatest ROI. In my secondary game in Discord, I have one that is probably going to be the worst game of film ball history. It's just so bad. But I tried to play for the wild cards, and I should know better because my history with rolling dice and spinning wheels is not good. But I tried, damn it. It just didn't work out for me. Alrighty. So moving on. Zach, you have a story.
So right
Wait a
before
minute.
that,
Mm-hmm.
oh fuck, damn it.
Go on.
I saw some movies.
No.
Oh, you want to talk about some others? Go ahead.
Yeah, so some other real quick ones are like the Smashing Machine. We went and saw that.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay, yeah. So
It's fine.
here's the thing about the Smashing Machine is The Rock's performance is actually really good. The problem is the movie doesn't do anything.
No,
Like,
it's
it
on
just-
like spinning its wheels for like 2 hours.
It just glazes the character for the whole time. You know, everything that he does, it's kind of like more on the negative side. They just kind of wash it off really quick.
Like as is a typical like sports kind of movie. Someone gets addicted to some form of drugs, and then they're just like, and he's over it.
There's
And that-
absolutely
and that's-
no depth to the story. There's no
Yeah.
depth to it.
It's kind of like, well, wait, that's it. Then so it wasn't really that big of a deal, or it
It's
was?
wild to me looking at this now that this movie got like an 8-minute standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival, and I'm like,
All right.
how is it just because he's there? Because whatever.
Probably.
It is not a bad movie. It's just
No.
not a good movie. It's
Yeah.
just a whatever movie. I think I gave it a 2.5 because I just didn't like it that much.
I think I walked out giving it a 3, but yeah, I'm at 2.5 now.
And like you can tell it was shot on a bit of a lower budget because they quote one time 40,000 fans, and it looks like there's like 50 people in the room. It's just it
Are
doesn't
there
look
40,000
big,
people here?
Yeah, it just didn't look big at all. You could tell that Safdie is a fan of UFC and he's a fan of that particular fighter, and he made the movie as a fanboy and not as a filmmaker, and you could feel it throughout that entire movie. And that's unfortunate.
I went
right.
to a documentary called "Strange Journey: The Story of Rocky Horror," which
I would have gone to that, but you're a bitch.
you were at work and there was like
I
one
know.
showtime. This is a documentary about the story of how Rocky Horror, the show, as well as the movie, got made, and interviews with the people who were in it, and blah blah blah. It's made by the son of Richard O'Brien, so it's interesting because it's all over the place. It's one of those documentaries that is like competently well made. Like you can tell like they knew what they were doing, but editorially it's bizarre. As an example, there's a sequence where they're talking about the production of like we're starting production on the movie, and you know this isn't going right and we have to improvise and do this, and then it will cut to Jack Black and talking about his midnight movie experience of the film and how important it was to him and his whole experience, and then we cut back to, and I'm like, no, that should come later with all the others. Why are you doing this now? It like stops the flow of the doc for no reason. It was very odd. This needs a complete new re-edit. Like it's so close. Like, y'all have the material. Y'all have everything you need. Re-edit this and get back to me. So I mean, I enjoy it because I'm a Rocky Horror fan. But if you're not a Rocky Horror fan or you've never seen it, I don't know if this is for you.
It sounds like another just sort of fanboy type of movie and not a real movie.
I mean, sure, but it's a lot of information is like, oh, I never knew that about the movie or the show. So it was good but flawed.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of bad, we're going to quickly talk about two movies that both get a half star in my book. Let's start off with Him.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about Him. Him was not good.
Him is like an edgy teenager shitting its pants.
Yeah.
You know, a kid that should know better and is doing it just to be edgy. And instead of like being sympathetic towards the kid, you just get mad at it because it's just a teenager that has shit itself.
It's just an assemblance of a bunch of sequences that don't tie together to complete a thought. They just don't mean anything. Oh yeah, this is symbolic of this. Yeah, it is, but there's no depth to the character. There's no beginning, middle, and end story arc to connect to, so none of it matters. It just doesn't fucking matter.
There is not one scene in this movie I liked. Not one moment. Not even the sound mix. It had a bad sound mix.
It had a very bad sound mix. Some of the music was pumped so loud into the mix you couldn't hear dialogue here.
You couldn't hear dialogue, and I'm like, I never complained about this, and the fact that I'm complaining means you fucked up something so bad.
Exactly.
that like, my God. And you know what? Fuck it. The Strangers Chapter 2.
Oh yeah, I forced Zach to go to that. This is my new thing.
Are a son of a bitch.
This is my new thing.
Who just was like, oh, come on, we can do a double feature of one battle after another in the Strangers Chapter 2, but we gotta see the Strangers first because the timing. Yeah. Fuck you. You knew what you were doing. And I hadn't seen Chapter 1. I need to see Chapter 1.
And it didn't matter. You didn't need to see it. They basically recap it anyway.
This movie is... How long is this piece of shit?
I don't know. It's bad.
98 minutes of my life that I'll never get back. That I will... in the theater, I was longingly looking at the exit signs, just waiting for it to be over. Like, it's one big chase movie where there's no beginning and no end. It's just
imagine you're watching a horror movie, and you know, in the traditional formula, the third act is usually the final girl facing off against the killers. Imagine, if you will, that they broke the movie into two movies, and Act 1 and 2 were in the first movie, and Act 3 was the entire third movie.
For 98 minutes.
And if you come into that movie, you just don't care because no one's getting offed. It already happened in the previous movie.
Well, the people that do get offed are like some guy that's like, I'm coming in. Oh no, an axe! It's like, it's literally that quick. You're like, I'm coming into my job. What's that noise? An axe. And by the way, you don't even get to see it because even though we have an R rating, we're going to cut away from the violence for some reason.
Yeah, which is super annoying.
So anybody that dies is merely happenstantial. So there's no tension there. Yeah. There's no tension for our main character. The only tension I had was the tension in my bladder because I needed to pee. And like they have like the audacity to be like, oh, this is a big reveal at the very end of the film. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this reveal.
Now though, because you have to, you got to see the third one. It's just
no, I don't have to see the third one.
Oh yeah, you'll see
stupid.
You'll see it.
You'll have to, like, I don't know, Honey dick me, I guess, to get me to go see
This,
that third
this
one.
this is my favorite thing to do, Nico. Is I get my ticket in Regal, and in the Unlimited app, it's got a little button that says "Share your seats with your friends," and you can hit that button, and it'll text it to Zach and say "Book a seat next to me." I just send it to him.
Peer
I'm like, let's
pressure
go.
worked because it
Let's
worked
go.
last night. It worked last night. Crystal sent that like, "Oh, let's get a ticket for this." I'm like, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
And then, I did it again. It
Yeah,
worked.
now we're going. Now we're going to see Shelby Oaks on Thursday, which is great.
So whatever. I got to get my use out of that Regal Unlimited somehow.
Sure do. And you got to go with me so I can use your points because you don't use them.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. You can use my points. Like, I'm not-
Yeah. So Nico, you and Tina actually have seen one movie. What about
Yeah,
that?
we saw Good Boy, which is the horror movie from the perspective of a dog.
I am
It's-
so fascinated by this.
It was really good.
I think it will be one of those. It was just a decent horror movie. Like I don't think it's particularly like super elevated. I think it's just standard, good,
Yeah, it has-
basic.
It has some jump scares for
Yeah.
sure, but it also has a lot of atmospheric horror.
Yeah, I think it does the setting really well. The fact that it is well shot to really center in on the dog and is shot and edited in a way that you do feel like the dog is actually emoting what you would think the dog would be going through at that point, like the dog being possibly kind of scared in a situation, although the dog is never scared. One of the coolest bits of the movie is actually post-credit is a like 5 to 10 minute documentary on how they did that, how they would kind of trick the audience into thinking the dog is feeling one way when the dog is completely not in that mindset. Like most of the movie is all ADR because they're just doing all sorts of random like noises to get the dog to emote in like funny ways.
There's like one scene where in the movie it's a scary scene, but the behind the scenes they're actually quacking to get the dog to look at the camera. So it's like you get this mental image of when you go back and watch it a second time, knowing that scene is no longer scary because you just hear quack 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 and
like on set it's like it's not really something freaking the dog, but the dog is so emotive that you do feel, or at least the dog's expressions, you can infer a lot of what you think it should be going through. So I think it's really cool.
A short run time, especially for
It's
nowadays.
70 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's really, and that's, I think that is with the credits going into the documentary bit, the little behind the scenes.
But it doesn't really feel rushed.
Yeah.
You definitely, as a pet owner, any kind of animal, dog, cat, parrot, whatever, is going to tug at your heartstrings in some aspects. But yeah, it's honestly one of my favorite. It's going to be, you'll hear about it again when we do our top 10.
And it hasn't made a lot of money. It's only made about $6 million, but it only had like a $750,000 budget. So it's
made its money. Yeah.
And they spent a long time on that movie too. That took
They
over
said it was
a year.
400-day shoot schedule.
Holy shit.
because it was the
dog's not a trained actor.
The dog's not a trained actor.
dog.
It's the director's dog, and they would just shoot at their home. So they could just shoot whatever they want, but it would take a lot of takes to get a lot of the shots that they were working on.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see it. We talked about it in the pre-show a little bit. I tried to see it. Just the showtimes are awful, and now I think it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We looked out. We got it like the very last weekend. And then we did watch, I watched it all the way through. Nico came in like halfway through, but a documentary on Netflix that's blowing up over TikTok now called The Perfect Neighbor, which...
So we watched two different documentaries. This one's hers.
I watched that also. That was a very challenging
It's a tough watch. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tough watch. And especially, like, Nico knows my history of, I have misophonia, which, for those who don't know, certain sounds will trigger irrational emotions for people. It could be like Nico clicking his teeth, and I will just get so angry just at the drop of a hat, just because something in it triggers in my brain that emotion. So my neighbor past has not been the best. But I have never reacted like that. Ever.
Yeah.
So it's like I have no sympathy for this white fucking piece of shit. Anyway.
Whereas mine was I was gonna say slightly more upbeat. I mean, it's a downer eventually. I watched the I Like Me, the John Candy documentary.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I'm kind of dreading watching that.
Yeah, I mean, knowing what happens to John Candy, it's sad. But you do just get all of these people that clearly loved John Candy commiserating and celebrating his life. So if you're a fan of John Candy movies and anything he's been in, I think you'll probably get some of enjoyment out of that. I thought it was fine, well done. The interviews were good. I didn't get any like, oh, this is like real revelatory thing. It was just basically here's the life of John Candy. I thought it did that perfectly well.
So I haven't finished it yet. I'm 3 episodes in. I think it's 5 or 6 episodes in total, but I don't see it slipping at this point. Is the documentary on Apple TV about Martin Scorsese. This thing is so good. I learned so many things about him already that I didn't know as a person and as a filmmaker. But also, if you are someone who's into the art of film, he just tells you how to do a lot of shit in this movie. He just talks through how he did stuff and where he got the idea for stuff and, different movies. It's so good. It's just, I'm thankful that we have this with him now, as a way to sort of kind of look back at his career, because he literally is one of the top 3 or 4 best filmmakers of all time. So I highly recommend it. So far, it's been fantastic. Well, we've been going for a while, so we'll quickly jump across Zach's story, which is, to suffice it to say, Coleman Domingo is playing the Cowardly Lion in Wicked. And I think it's a brilliant choice. I think his voice is going to be fantastic for the character. That's it. Excited for it.
That's literally it. It's like
we don't know who's playing like the rest of the Dorothy gang, right? We don't know.
No.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Yeah.
Tell me what.
I feel like even just saying that the Cowardly Lion is in the movie is a bit of a spoiler. But
Why?
I mean,
He was in the part 1.
I know. I don't like to talk too much about it, but this is big news, and I don't know. I think it's a great pick.
This is the Wizard of Oz.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
If you have not, Zach, have you seen The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, I own it on 4K.
Finally.
Finally, I owned it before you, asshole.
You didn't see it before me though, bitch.
Probably not. I wasn't born yet. Sorry, I wasn't born in 1939 like you, old man.
Eat shit.
I'll let you know later.
But yeah, so that's really, there's not a lot else to say other than that it's really cool. I mean, it just,
hot
great
take, it
casting.
could have been fucking anybody. It's a voice.
I mean, it is a voice, but Coleman Domingo definitely has a very distinct voice. So I think it's
seems to be kind of having a bit more of a prominent moment lately. I know he's like the game show host in The Running Man coming out soon.
Yeah. All right. So, Nico, what about your story?
Yeah, well, we can hit this one real quick, too. We talked about stuff coming out in box office this weekend, but if you want to wait a few days, Warner Brothers announced that Sinners is going to be back in select IMAX and IMAX 70mm theaters for 1 week starting October 30th, so just before Halloween. Which is also following Netflix recently announcing that K-pop Demon Hunters will head back to theaters for a sing-along version for 1 weekend from the 31st through the 2nd of November.
It still shocks me that like Netflix hasn't put this in theaters. Just screw it. Just put it for a whole run.
I thought they did do some theater screenings.
They did like a weekend, and that
they did just enough to get them Oscar consideration. That is all
sure,
they've
but
really
like,
done.
Just release it. Just put it in there for 2 weeks.
I mean, I think they'd make money, even though it's been out for streaming since July.
Yes,
I think they'd still make money.
I think
it's just
money is there to be made.
Yeah, it's just such a hot commodity right now. If they would just,
I think it would be a really hot commodity. Like now's fine. I would have actually probably held this off until like Christmas. Like
yeah,
the dead period of like Christmas and New Year's, like that when like everybody goes to the theaters, like yeah, you get a lot of kids definitely want to go to theaters to see K-pop Demon Hunters.
I
Which
mean,
again, they might do that.
in one
They
weekend,
might.
it grossed $18 million.
Yeah.
We went to the first sing along and it was fun. It's a fun time. So if you've seen the movie, I don't advise seeing the movie for the first time that way because people are losing their mind in the theater. But if you've seen it and you really like it, I think the sing along is a fun thing to go do.
And if you don't like the movie, then stay away.
Then pick up one of these picks from your physical media this week.
Yeah.
I only have a few. There's actually a lot of releases this week, but I only picked just a few to talk about. A History of Violence is out in a new 4K. I love this movie. If you haven't seen it, it is Cronenberg's sort of real world type of violence era. It's not body horror. This is more like crime thriller, and it's so good. It's based off a graphic novel, actually. Clue has been out in a 4K for a while, but it's been reissued in a 40th anniversary steelbook if you don't already have it. So this is a good time to get it. If you want to pick up something that didn't really hit the mark, but you liked it, okay. Eddington is out in a 4K digipack. And then the classic Altered States is finally getting a 4K. I love Altered States. It's very good.
Is Eddington getting a 4K?
Oh, is that just a digipack? Is it not a 4K?
It's a A24 exclusive.
Yeah.
So yeah, it isn't a 4K, but for some reason it's not.
Yeah, it's a
A24,
digipack.
cut your bullshit. Speaking of an A24 exclusive, the X trilogy is on 4K this week too.
It is, and speaking of that, well, sort of it is. Because I got a notice in my email that said that they didn't receive the product, so it hasn't shipped.
Weird.
Yeah. So now they're saying it's going to ship toward the end of the month. So it may have been the official release day Tuesday, but it doesn't sound
You
like
might
people are
find
getting
it at a Barnes and Noble, maybe.
Yeah, because they do get their stuff in a different way, I guess, than A24.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just got that notice that said it was going to be the end of the month now, which sucks.
Well, I mean, you know what really sucks?
What's
That
that?
Second Sight got Pearl and Maxine, but not X as a deluxe 4K box set, and that will be one of the
Man.
greatest tragedies of 2025
Listen,
in terms
Yes,
of media,
that is.
in terms of physical media. Like,
yeah,
dude, it was right there. It was right there.
it's so much right there that Second Sight put on their social media, basically apologizing, saying, "Look, we couldn't get it. They wouldn't let us have it."
Like everybody was clamoring, and I was ready to push the button.
Oh, that
right
would have
then.
been an immediate purchase if Second Sight had done it. I went ahead and grabbed the A24 because it's the best we're going to get, but I would have loved to have gotten that Second Sight set of all three.
Basically, you're talking like a 400-page booklet to go with it, plus all the bonus features, plus a deluxe box. Like it was right there, man. I was there,
I was too.
ready to pull the
didn't happen.
trigger. Rights is bullshit. Just no rights. No rights for anybody.
Right. All right. So Zach actually talked enough during this episode for me to fully eat my dinner, which was pretty great.
This is what happens when we don't have podcasts for like a month.
It is exactly what happens. We don't have podcasts for a month. But we actually have been reasonable in our length, and I think it's mostly because Nico hasn't seen anything, so we have to behave.
Yeah, that helps.
Which is lame.
But hey,
hopefully
we've started
Go on.
having more date nights, so that means more movies possibly.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. I hope so. Because there's still a lot of good stuff coming out that you need to see too. All right, well, let's bring this baby to an end. We're hopefully back on our regular schedule now. Just Halloween is a really rough month. There's always something going on. But Nico, where do we find you on the internet?
You can find me, everything I do is at nicholassqualls.com. You can find my link to my letterbox post where I talked about the films that we saw at our 12 Hours of Terror. That I ranked them in my order. Everything I do is pretty much there. Mostly I would post on Blue Sky, Instagram, but yeah, just nicholassqualls.com.
Oh, wait. Tina, you back there?
Yeah.
Where do we find you on the internet?
You can find me on most major social medias under Cheddar Popper, CHEDRPOPPR. I post nothing.
Lame.
Sure. It's true.
Zachy boy?
You can find me on Instagram, I'm Master of the Matrix 91. You can find me on Steam and Discord as a Dangerous Mutant Lunatic, and on Letterboxd, Master Z91.
All right, you can find me mostly on TikTok. I've retitled. I'm now called The.Film.Doc over on TikTok and Instagram. That's the best places to find me. Also on Letterboxd, I'm still, I believe I'm still OTS Movies, but I will be changing that soon. So just go there and follow those channels and stay connected on what's going on. I guess that'll bring us to an end. We'll see everybody next week.
Bye, everybody.